Hey, what's up, MD? This is IFBB Pro Justin Compton here. We're in Columbus, Ohio. We're for the Arnold 2014. This is Sunday, and we just finished up the expo and everything. Had a great time. Met a lot of great people. Had a great experience. Last time you guys seen me on stage was July 5th of last year at the Chicago Wings of Strength, where I finished 5th in my first pro show. This year, I've made kind of a rash decision, quick decision. I'm going to go ahead and hop in the Orlando Pro this year and see what happens there and see where we can go. Right now, we just finished a back workout here in Columbus, Ohio at Metro Fitness. This workout, I started out with deadlifts, which is something I very seldomly do, is go this heavy on deadlifts, but from time to time I will push myself to the limit on it. And as you guys see on the video, I went up to 675 on deadlifts, which to me that's actually a personal record, so I'm pretty happy about that. And I always tell people I never max out on anything, and for whatever reason I felt the need to I felt the need to do so today, and I'm pretty happy about it. Moving on through the rest of our workout, we did some machine rows. We decided to switch gears a little bit. I didn't want to do any barbell rows or T-bar rows yet because the lower back just got slammed from doing the deadlift, so I wanted to take a little tension off of that. We done a couple regular sets, and then just to finish that off, we done a strip set where my two training partners that I work out with back home, they pulled the plates off for me, to get a little bit extra out of it. From there, we moved over to a Lat Pull Machine, which I was very happy to get to use one of these. I used to see Dorian do them all the time in his videos whenever he was competing, and I really like the machine. And where I'm from, we don't have any in any of the gyms, so it's a different feel, it's a different experience being up here using that. We added in a few not partials, but a few forced reps. I like doing that. That's the good thing about having training partners. You always pushing yourself a little harder, getting a few extra reps, a few extra squeezes. So from there, we moved over to doing a low road machine, which is one of my favorite things for back. I really feel this. It's just one of my favorites. I feel more of a squeeze. I feel more of a pump, more overall back development. I think this is probably one of my favorite movements that I get more detail in my back out of. And then to finish this back workout off, just to kind of cap it off, we did a lat pull machine where we did a couple of regular sets. On the last set, did some forced reps, and I had my partner hold the weight at the bottom just to make me squeeze just a little bit more, squeeze on my lower lats. And we supersetted this with a cable pullover, which basically we just isolate the lats as much as we possibly can. It takes the arms out of it, takes the lower back out of it, and I really feel that I get a good squeeze, get good detail, good for width and thickness on this exercise. And that was actually about it. We moved through this workout in about 45, 50 minutes, so we were moving at a really fast pace, and that's how I like to train when I'm in prep. I don't spend time talking in the gym too much. We move quick, so I feel like by moving quick like this year, it's almost like I'm getting a little bit of cardio in during my workout, so I feel like it's helping my conditioning and also bringing out more detail. And I'm actually not lifting quite the amount of poundage that I was, but I feel like I'm still breaking the muscle down just as good. And I'm obviously going to be 10 to 15 pounds heavier this year, so it's been working out real well for me.
What's your diet like 6 weeks out?
6 weeks out, I started dieting down at 10 weeks out from the show, and I've literally, for the first 2 weeks, I was changing my diet about every 3 to 4 days, depending on what my body needed. But now that my metabolism is working in overdrive at 6 weeks out, I wake up every morning, I'll hit a few poses in the mirror, and I'll hop on the scale, and I see where I'm weighing, I'll tell how I'm feeling, and, as I'm doing my cardio, I basically change my diet as I feel that I need to now. Sometimes every 2 to 3 days, sometimes it'll be daily, it really just varies. Like today during this back workout, honestly, I felt a little flat and I felt a little weak, so Come tomorrow, I'll probably push my carbs up. I had 300 today. We'll probably push them to 550, maybe 600 tomorrow. Try to fill back out a little bit, and then, we'll drop them back down. So my carbs is what I'm adjusting. I'm not really adding any extra fats into my diet. My protein stays the same. So I look at my conditioning. I decide how many carbs that I'm needing, and I go up or down from there. It just varies each day. The sources, I use the same source of carbs because I know what works best with my body, what digests well, and what works and what doesn't. This is my 10th year as a bodybuilder, my 7th year as competing, so I know what my stomach can handle and what it can't, and I just adjust my portion sizes, and everything is weighed out, everything's down to a T, and I keep track of all my nutrients, all my macros, and like I said, it changes daily.
You said you put on 15 pounds, but is there anything specific areas you're working on this year? Or?
The 15 pounds that I've added this year is probably going to be more overall size, but I noticed in comparison from the Chicago Pro at finishing 5th, I noticed when I would turn to the side shots, a lot of the guys, I was in the low 230s at that show, and the other 4 guys in the top 5 all were over 250. And when we returned to the side, I noticed my legs were kind of shallow, so I've really tried to bring my hamstrings, my glutes up a little bit more. My quads from the front look good, but from the side, I've really been trying to work on that pose, making those better. And, of course, my back has always been a focus for me basically my entire career. Once I won my first overall at 22 years old, I realized that, my back was going to be a weak point for me, so I continually focus on that. That's a constant area that I have to make sure that I'm really, really focusing on when I walk into the gym. I have to make sure I got my game on. So that area is, constant focus. Everything else, like my shoulders, my arms, they've kind of grown just in proportion.
Hey, this is John Sylvie, one of Justin's training partners. He's also my nutritionist and coach. Did this back workout today with him here in Columbus, Ohio. I planning on doing Masters Nationals in about 20 weeks. I competed at a state show last year and won the overall there, and went on and did Junior USA's and got 5th in the heavyweights. I'm almost 6 foot tall, so wanted to take the rest of the year off to put some more size on my frame. I'm sitting at about 285 right now. So be a super heavy this year. Turned 35 this year, so I'll be doing 35 and older division.
I really had a fun time out here this weekend. This has been great. I need to, just give a big special thanks out to Muscular Development, Gear Nutra, and Liquid Sun Rays. They've been following me, for a while now. They've been helping me out and supporting me, and, they're one of the reasons I'm where I'm at today, and I've been successful as I am. Keep a lookout here within the next, hopefully the next few weeks. MD is going to be having Jeff Saigo come out, and he's going to be filming a few day in the life videos of me, so you get to see what I look like whenever I'm training at my house. We'll go over a little bit of posing, give you guys a sneak peek, see how I live a little bit.